Hey guys, welcome back. I'm really excited to show you what I'm working on today. As soon as I left the house, I found another curb find, and this is going to work out great because I got just the place for it to go. So let's hop out and I'll show you and we'll get started. Okay, here's what we found. It's a chair, and we need this in the Airbnb. The problem is, it had a broken leg, okay? You can see it came out right here. It did the same thing on both legs, right there. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to drill this out, all right? Get another dowel, fit that in there, cut it to length, and get it sized right. And we're gonna recover this. We got some materials we can do that with, and then we'll paint the chair. So let me take you in and show you where this is going to go. We'll get an idea what kind of colors we want to use. Okay, here at the Airbnb, right there is a vanity area, but there's no chair. So you got a little bench there you could put like a brush or makeup or something on, and then a mirror and some lights, but there's nowhere to sit. And the colors are, I tried to kind of go neutral, so the yellow's pretty neutral. The bed is a little bit blue. So we're going to have to figure out a good color scheme to go with. There's also a bathroom, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's like a seafoam green. So yeah, I tell you what. There's a local artist right here in town that I'm really good friends with, and I think she's going to have a really good idea. She puts out some really good work. So I'm going to get a hold of her and see if I can't get her to help me on this project. So let's get started. All right, so we're back at the house in the garage, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this leg. I stopped at the hardware store and picked up a dowel rod. So I'm going to remove this leg and get these drilled out and start fitting the dowel to fit in this space here. Okay, so that was really quick and easy. I had not dreamed that that would be that easy, that these dowels were just held in with a screw. I figured they were glued in, we was going to have to drill them. But one thing I didn't consider is that this bolt is bent. So we're going to, if I don't have one here at the house, we'll have to go find a bolt similar to that that'll work. But right now we're going to start fitting our dowel to fit in that hole. Okay, so I just cut the dowel down to a rough length to where I can work with it a little bit. And if you see the hole here, it's quite a bit bigger than the hole. But the original dowel, it starts fat out here and then tapers down. So we're going to try to make ours look like that. We'll get to sanding.
Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like.
Okay, I want to show you, we got our dowel tapered down to where it fits in the hole, but it only goes to that lip right there and stops. So I'm going to take this bit right here. You can see it's a 5/8 and it fits right in there and goes down to where it stops. So we're just going to try and clean it. And now it gets in there tight. So that's what we want, and we'll go ahead and do the other leg. I don't know if I can get the other leg off or not. I'll probably just drill it on the chair. Okay, so this was our broken leg, and we broke a bolt, but I wanted to test fit it before I still got to sand it some more. But I wanted to test fit it because I'm going to have to go. I didn't have a bolt to fit, so I'm going to have to go buy one. But I borrowed one from here, right there, moved it over here, and I'm ready to test it out before we go any further. So it's actually really solid. I think we did good. So what we'll do now is I'm going to take this shorter one. This one's too short, but it fits the thread. So I'm going to run to the hardware store and get a longer one of those, and we'll get two of them because the chair was missing one. One apparently fell out. Every one of them was loose, so I tightened those up. Apparently at some point one had gotten so loose it fell out. There's only one supporting it, and that's the one that bent and the leg broke. So that's my failure analysis of what happened. We just about got it put back together. We'll put 2 bolts back in it, tighten them down. I am going to take it back apart, put some glue in there. Then we'll put the bolts in, tighten it down, sand it one last time, and then we'll put some paint on. I like to do that. Okay, it's warming up really quickly, so I just hopped on the bike there, rode down to the hardware store, and grabbed these 2 bolts. They didn't have the same head as the ones we needed, but we can use I mean, it doesn't have the Phillips screw head, but it does have a socket, so we can use a socket to put those in. We'll do that now.
Bring me down, I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Okay, I got it fitted in there. Everything's tight. I put the glue in. You saw I used Gorilla Glue. What that's going to do, that's going to expand quite a bit and fill up those holes. Any space in those holes, I think that'll work out really good. And like I said, we're going to paint it anyway, so if anything does expand outside the hole, the paint will cover it, so it's not a big deal. So what we're going to do next, while that's drying, is we're going to take this cushion off and then try and find the color.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you.
Okay, so in choosing the color, I told you about the local artist. I went and picked her up, and she's here with me now. This is Carissa Cooper. She's puts out some really good work. And she's helped me pick out a color of paint. We got that, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Here's our color, and there's the material we picked out, and Chris is going to tell us kind of why we went with these colors.
The bathroom is seafoam green, and the bed has blue in it, so we went with sort of a mix of the color.
Cool. Yeah, I think that I really like this color. It's a bright blue, light blue. I think it's going to work out great. So we're going to put that on the wood chair, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then the cushion, you liked the material we had left over from the couch, from the Grandma and Grandpa's rocker. So that's going to blend, you think that's going to blend pretty good with our chair, with our blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll kind of darken that really bright blue a little bit too. I think it'll be a good mix. So you ready to get started?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
It might seem crazy
Yeah, I like
what
it
I'm about
already.
to say.
Nice.
Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Okay, so we got our chair pretty much done, painted. We're just letting it dry, and I think it looks really good. I got the spots that were kind of high up, and Carissa got the spots that were low down, and I think we made a pretty good team. Okay, so while the paint's drying, we're going to start on our cushion. The material Carissa picked out, we had this in the basement, and this was left over from our rocker, and I think we're going to be able to center this part of the material on the cushion, and it's going to look really nice. So before we get started, Carissa, should we take off the old material or just leave it on there? Just go over it?
Leave it on and just go over it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'll give it some strength, and you won't be able to see like the stains that are on it. It's not dirty. It was outside in the rain, really, so it got washed. We'll just cover it up, and no one will even know it's there. I think it'll look fun.
Bring me down, the love is too high. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down.
Okay, so there's our cushion, and it didn't turn out too bad. Didn't cost us a dime. That's some leftover material we had from another project. Carissa, what do you think? How'd it turn out?
I like it. I think it'll look good with the chair.
I do too. All right, you ready to get it put on?
Yep.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what that's what you wanna do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy.
So we got our chair, we got our cushion on, and it's looking really good. But we only got 2 colors, and me and Carissa was talking about it. She come up with an idea. What are you thinking, Carissa?
We're gonna take one of these small brushes and this yellow paint, and we're gonna paint this.
It's like a seashell.
Yeah, seashell looking thing with the yellow.
That's a good idea. Okay, let's see how we do it. Okay, so she's got her paper plate paint palette there. Okay, while she works her magic on that, I'm gonna do some cleaning up around the shop here, throw away the trash, and we'll come back and give you the big reveal. Okay, we're ready for the big reveal. I'm gonna flip you around, let you look at it, and Carissa's gonna tell you about it. Here we go. Okay, Carissa, what you got?
We finished the yellow seashell looking thing
Yep,
with the blue chair and the leather seat.
yep, looking good. So our bright blue, and then we added some yellow to match it to the room. Used some leftover leather for the cushion. I think your color choice was spot on. Good job. All right, from the Airbnb chair redo for Carissa Cooper, I'm Max Speed. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Cause I'm